Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. So today we will discuss on what is a stock market. So stock market is nothing but a collection of markets and exchanges. So it is not going to be kind of single exchange platform where we call the usual term and get confused as a stock exchange. So it will be a collection of stock markets and exchanges. So that is called stock market. And this platform is basically used for buying, selling and issuing of shares of publicly held companies. So this is what stock market is majorly used for. So usually these things are like done through, we know, right, ET and OTC, exchange traded or over the counter. So over the counter will be like generally meeting in person to person. There won't be any intermediaries. There won't be any set of standardization or rules to be followed. But whereas on the exchange traded means the exchange, stock exchange will be involved. There will be certain rules and regulations set up by the national regulators which has to be always followed while we trade in the exchanges. Those are called as ET, exchange traded instruments, or exchange trading, we can say. So there can be multiple stock trading venues in a country, right? So if for example in US, if you take you have different stock exchanges, say like New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq and CBOE, which is Chicago Board Operation Exchange. So for US might be one nation, but there are like for stock marketing there are like three stock exchanges available. So basically this is why we are telling stock market is a collection of exchanges and markets. So it is not only they want to trade in, some want to trade in New York Stock Exchange, some want to go into the Chicago Board Options Exchange. So based upon their trading needs, a person will choose where they want to do the actual trade. So this will be kind of marketplace, the stock market, where more than one exchange actually exists. So what they trade actually, so stock refers to mostly this equity, right? But here in this exchanges, not only the equity or stocks are being traded, more than that we have so many other items being traded, starting from commodity, foreign exchange, so many things are being traded. So it is not only equities are traded. We have credits being traded, we have interest rates. Basically, so many things are actually traded on these exchanges. These leading national exchanges, they also operate in the country in the they also operate with other stock exchanges in a collaborative manner, thereby forming the whole stock market in US. So these three. So like exchange traded funds, corporate bonds, other derivative stocks also can be traded. So that is what we were telling, like other than equity, many financial instruments can be traded here. So you might be wondering of nowadays everything is like still being made online. Why this so like stock market is being fully made electronic, and how it is like going to be playing a major role of the investors or the trading participants, or it might be hedgers or arbitrators. So we have so many different participants in the stock market industry, right? So how it is helping people, we can just try to understand more in detail. So for example, if you take, we have online platforms almost today to buy everything for our daily needs. But still there are some people who always go to the in-store shopping, right? So they just go, like they will be having some of their favorite spots, and they will be like, okay, to buy this item I need to go to the shop. This will be like good for me, this will be of good quality, so I need some reliability for this product, I need some warranty for this product. So though the online platform for buying and selling has increased in nowadays, still people want to go and do the in-store process of buying and selling products, like. So the same thing, like stock market is also serving here. So what the stock market actually helps is, right, it serves as a platform where buyers and sellers meet each other. So buyers meet the sellers easily, that too it will be huge in number, so that they will be able to trade with the correct set of participants. Because if you say for example, I'm a coconut manufacturer, coconut oil manufacturer. Okay, so I would like to buy coconuts from farmers, basically, who are actually growing coconuts in their fields. So imagine, just I'm having only one farmer who is able to produce a coconut, and if he is going to fix the price for me, say like one coconut at if he is going to fix a price for me as 10 rupees or even 100 rupees, since I don't have any other resource, I have to buy it from him, I have to buy from that. So there won't be so many options for me to to do this. But with the help of the stock markets, right, more buyers and more sellers are actually available easily. So what I will do, I will check for the right quality, the quantity I need, obviously the price. So I will actually check for the price details quoted by more than one farmer. So one plus farmer, whoever is quoting whatever the price detail, and where my quantity is also available and the quality of the coconut is good, I will try to choose one among them to be the best on calculating on all aspects. Then I will go on trading with that person and getting the coconut from them, and I will use it for my manufacturing of coconut oil. So like for this example, we saw coconut oil. So coconut is going to be the basic material which is going to be utilized. So in each and everything, if the buyer is buying something, there is going to be some need, so for which he is in need of some raw materials or resources. So he will look for the people who are going to sell that to him in the best price and the best quality. So the stock market is a place where more number of buyers and sellers with different raw material resource variation, they are available on the open markets as well as the exchange markets to discuss and proceed with the overall trading process. So this brings up kind of a transparency and a fair market, due to which people are able to trade and achieve optimum price. Optimum price, fair market, and then price is also very transparent. So obviously, right, say a farmer A is going to give the coconut of similar quality for like 20 rupees, and the farmer 2 is like going to give it for like 100 rupees, means that will be a huge variation where the price can be assessed like in a very fair manner. So he cannot just go on with that huge price, right? He will also try to adjust. Okay, so this is the current market situation, So this can be the maximum price which I can set up for my material or whatever the product I own. So this is what actually happens in the stock market also. So in simple terms, so stock market, to put up right, we can say everything is like controlled by the national regulations. So for US, we know like CFTC is a regulator, Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Commodity Futures Trading Commission. So this CFTC will be setting up the regulations for the trading process happening in the US. So all the participants who are taking part in the trade, even the who are going to be acting as advisors or investment professional, each and every role they will be set up with some rule by the regulators, and they need to abide by those rules. So whenever they are going to play a role in this stock market. So in the stock market, whenever we want to actually trade, we have to just go and fill up all the trade details, register ourselves as a proper participant. So the validation and verification of the participants will happen. So that makes this process to be very secured, right? So the trading process itself secured, and since it's being controlled by the regulator, it is also kind of regulated process. Okay guys, so hope you all got an idea of what is stock market. See you all soon on our next video. Please do subscribe to our channel and also share it to our friends. Hope to see you all soon. Until then, it's your VK signing off. Bye bye.